Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to another live episode. I am Dana Snyder, founder of Positive Equation, helping you to find new tools and equipping you with the knowledge to be able to attract new donors. And in this case, today we're talking about hiring the teams to help you attract those new donors and raise more funds. So I would love for anybody who's listening, let's do a tech check. Can you just let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay? Just drop me a thumbs up or a yes or an exclamation mark or something in the comments section. Okay, I can hear myself. We are live streaming on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on my Facebook group and Facebook page. So welcome in. I dropped a couple of nuggets into the chat for you to check out as resources as we go through this conversation. One is a blog post. This will directly link to the 5-step checklist to hire the right social media staff for your nonprofit, the tips I'm going to be sharing with you today. And then the second one is a direct link to an upcoming webinar I have on the 12th, which is of July, which is all about my donor attraction method. So if you have been frustrated or confused with social ads, but you want to increase brand awareness of your organization and increase your recurring donors, social media ads are a beautiful thing to be able to do that. So the donor attraction method, I break down my 4-step ad process, again, totally free. You can check it out in the comments, the direct link. It's positiveequation.com/masterclass, and I will see you there. Also, as we go through this today, don't be shy. If you have questions, you showed up here for a reason, and I want to make sure that I can answer those for you. So drop your questions in the comments, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So you are curious today, you showed up to learn more about hiring a social media or digital role, or you just stumbled upon the content. And why is this so important? So let's chat about hiring. Hiring is so crucial and important, especially when it comes to our digital teams. A lot of nonprofits have not usually invested in the digital area of their organization. This past year, for a lot of organizations, sped that up, but we want to make sure that it doesn't become just a one-off thing. Online giving is here to stay, and we need to make sure our websites and our social channels, Google Analytics, there's so much more that comes with a digital role than just thinking about managing what goes out on your social channels. So we're going to talk about why now, why should you hire now, where to look when you're hiring, and my 5 interview questions to ask. So first off is why now? Why should I hire now? First off, giving season is coming up and it's going to be here before we know it. And we need to prep for that. We don't want to wait until September and October roll around and we're in the final planning months of putting stuff together for November, December, January. We want to get ahead of the game, right? I posted something today on Instagram where I talked about if you want to see a different result, you have to do something different to get there. So giving season will be here before you know it. So you want to make sure that you are prepping beforehand. 2, why now to hire? Hiring and onboarding takes time. Someone just doesn't start in their position and they're ready to go. No, they need to feel comfortable. They need to understand your brand voice. They need to understand your mission, where the assets are, what your processes are, right? There's a lot that comes to do with that and all the HR stuff. So we want to understand that it takes time for somebody to get comfortable in their role and to really get moving. 3, social planning. Social media takes time to plan and a lot of testing. So if you're thinking we were planning on waiting until September, October to even think about bringing on a freelancer or an agency or somebody to run our end of year giving campaign, we need to stop that thinking. That role needs to be hired in the summer so there's enough leeway to start doing the prep work to have a successful campaign that hopefully is raising you more money than last year. And then lastly, number 4, which is key, digital isn't going anywhere. It's here to stay. if we look at how, and I don't care what generation you are, everyone's using Amazon, right? Everyone is using online channels to do something. Patrick, I got you. He says, very timely. Good. I'm so glad. Come in with your questions if you have them. So digital isn't going anywhere. You want to make sure you have a person in place, whether it's full-time, part-time, freelancer, agency, whoever, to be brainstorming with you on your online giving, recurring giving, your email marketing strategy, your social media ads, your website, SEO. The digital person should be able to help you with a bunch of different things in your organization that you might currently feel uncomfortable with. And that's okay. This person should be here and excited to learn with you and amplify all of these different platforms that you have. So next, where to look. So something that comes up a lot of times is, great, Dana, I want to hire, but I don't even know where to find these people. Where do I find a good social media manager or a digital strategist? Here's a few tips. Personally, from where I've hired. 1, Facebook groups. There are a ton of Facebook groups where social media managers or digital strategists or PR firms all come together and are sharing ideas with one another. And a lot of times there's always a post that happens once a week where anyone can list if they're hiring. And people can comment back and say, I'd be great for this job. I'd be great for this job. I have a nonprofit social media marketers Facebook group. I just launched a hiring post a couple of days ago, and I think there's 2 jobs in there so far that people are looking to hire for. But go out to different Facebook groups and put out your job posting that you have specific for, look at the group that you are trying to reach that role for. 2, LinkedIn. I just made a hire using LinkedIn. You can post a job for free. This is a great place to share. You can tag other key people in the industry to share it for you. Think about your alumni base. I tagged some professors that I knew at UCF, my alma mater, to share it with their students that are just graduating. So LinkedIn's great for that. Students are looking for jobs. They just graduated this spring. 3, your own email list. So send a note out to your own contacts saying, hey, we're hiring. Do you know somebody who might be great for this role? 4, in the same vein, social media post. Post out on your own social media channels that you are hiring, who you're looking for, with a link back to the job description on your website or that LinkedIn post to get some feedback from people. And number 5, this is an app I just actually came across, and it's also on the web. If you Google search Good Gigs app, it's really cool. It's posting a bunch of jobs in the social impact nonprofit space. You can see here the graphic has a list of different, I filtered it by different marketing jobs that are currently on there. I'm not sure about price point, if it costs anything to list your job on here, but it was a really cool platform that's filtering jobs specifically in kind of the social impact sector. And then lastly, my favorite. So you're like, all right, I'm getting some applications in. Now I'm stuck. What questions do I ask these people to understand if they'd be good at the job at all? Because what often happens is we don't know, I'm saying we as an executive director or whoever is going to be hiring this person, if you feel like you don't know a lot about social media marketing or digital marketing, then anything that anybody says to you might sound great. And then they get hired and then they're not doing what you thought they'd be doing. And so these questions are meant to get you out of that problem and to hopefully be able for you to see how they work a little bit more. So let's dive into these interview questions. So question number 1, do they have prior social media experience? So this is important, but we also want to see, does their prior social media experience, was it good? Does it relate to what you want them to be doing and what your organization is about? So the task you're going to give back to them after asking that question, see what they say, and then have them draft 2 sample captions for you. Ask them to create 2 captions. That one, the first one, is going to make an ask for donation. So see how they write when they're looking to ask for funds. And then 2, we always have impact updates at our organizations. So the second caption should be them providing a social impact update. You can say, I want these to be specific for Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, or you could say, pick whatever platform you'd like, and then you can see how they write based upon the different platform. Or one actually great idea might be, can you write the make and ask for donations on Facebook and Instagram and see how they format them differently to see if they understand how they should be written differently based upon that specific platform. Yes, I love it. Coach R just added a job posting in our Looking to Hire Facebook page. So go check it out if you are looking for a job. Amazing. I will share that out. Awesome. So that's question and task number 1. Number 2 is asking them, how would they create digital strategies to align with your business goals? This is a big one because they need to be able to think and understand, okay, these are your business goals. So therefore, this is what I should be doing on digital to be able to meet the goals and the expectations that you have. So you're going to ask them just that. Ask them to draft 2 to 3 digital ideas that directly correlate to help solve your business goals. So what this should look like is they should come to you and say, hey, Patrick, your business goal was to increase your brand awareness. So therefore, we are going to do these 2 things. Hey, Patrick, your goal was to increase our website traffic. We're going to do this and this on social to do that. So they should be able to be aligned and correlate together. So you're able to see how their mind works in thinking more on the business side of things. Question number 3. This is key because a lot of times we don't even think about this. We think about, oh, we hire the staff person, so therefore they can just do all the things. Ask them, what digital budget do they need to have to get the right tools to succeed? This is big. This is thinking about social media management tools. This is thinking about social ad spend. This is thinking about graphic designers if we need them, or video production, or a caption creator, or anything, right, along those lines. So what you want them to do is give them a task. Again, talk to them about it during the interview and say, I'd love for you to write a list of social media tools and resources that you would like to have and a sample budget to go along with that. Based on, you have to be also open with them about what type of goals you're looking for this role to accomplish, or the organization as a whole. What's the organization as a whole looking to accomplish? And therefore, they should say, okay, my part of that, I'll need these things, and this is a good sample budget for us to start with. And then obviously that can change over time. Question number 4, what is their perspective on fundraising via digital marketing? Okay, what do they think their role is? There's this old nonprofit mentality that fundraising and marketing teams are 2 separate departments. They are so one and the same, right? Because we are fundraising through our digital efforts and our marketing efforts, and our marketing leads to fundraising. So these teams should not be segregated. They should be working very, very, very closely together. So you want to ask them, what's your perspective on raising money through digital marketing? And then you want to ask them for that creative assignment. Give them a test challenge of raising $10,000. How would they do it? What platforms would they launch on? This is where you want to say, I give you no limits, blue sky thinking, and really see what their creativity is about. What do they come back with? Are they going to bring in influencers? Are they going to run social ads? Are they going to be looking at who your corporate sponsorships are? Are they going to test out email marketing? Where does their mind go? And that way you can see, okay, this is a clever person. And B, this lets you see how excited they are for your mission, which leads really nicely into question number 5. Is this potential hire on fire for your organization? Are they super excited to be there? I don't have a task for this one. This should just come through in their energy. Are they excited? Did they send you a thank you email afterwards? Are they following you on social media, right? This one you can are they already a donor of your organization? That would be cherry on top, that would be incredible, because that way they're already a supporter and really believe in your mission and your organization. So you can usually tell through the excitement of the person, do they have the empathy and are they driven to do the work to find the answers? So a lot of times, I mean, not a lot of times, every single day, things change in the social media and digital world. So this person has to be excited to learn the new stuff, right? Instagram changes features daily. Apple's changing everything with their privacy settings, right? So they have to be into reading those blog posts and those newsletters, attending those webinars, and you have to give them the time to do those educational things. Will you allow them to go to conferences? And are they asking to attend conferences, right? This all shows that they're on fire to do more work for your organization. So with that said, lastly, I just wanted to put up, and again, I have the link in the comment section. Let me know if you have any questions on hiring, anything I did not cover. If you're struggling with finding somebody, let me know. If you are looking for tweaking your job posting, my best idea there is to look at what other people are posting. Go on LinkedIn, go on the app I mentioned at the beginning. I'll share the link in here afterwards for that, and get an understanding of what other organizations are posting when it comes to their job descriptions. But then again, wanted to invite you to my webinar on July 12th, which this is my donor attraction method, which is my social media ad process to be able to specifically talk about how to use social media ads to attract new donors and raise more funds consistently while you can have that out of office on. So we all want to be on vacation this summer and not doing all these things. But if you can set up ads, they can run while you are taking vacation. So let's see. Charlotte has a question. How can you help weed out candidates who only have for-profit experience, but still might be good in the nonprofit space? I actually think people who have for-profit experience would be amazing to have work for a nonprofit. I worked in the for-profit and nonprofit space, and my for-profit experience has significantly helped because, and I say this all the time, nonprofits and for-profit businesses, the only difference there should be is the tax code. If you are a brand selling a product, you still need to market it, you still need to sell it, you still need to support people. The nonprofit, you still need to raise awareness, you still need to, instead of selling a product, you're getting a donation, right? Or asking for a monthly gift. There's a transaction on both sides, and there's also still customer service. You have to talk to those monthly donors. You have to talk to those large and major gifts, right? So I would be open to anyone. I think it's based on doing the 5-question audit with them to see if they might be great for you based upon what the role is that you want them to do. So I hope that helped answer your question. Let me know. But yeah, if anybody else, drop your question in the comments. And again, I will come back to these if I miss your question. But I hope this was beneficial, a little snackable bite of content for you today. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. I have some exciting live interview guests coming up. And if you would like to come on and be a guest, if you're doing some amazing work for your organization, please let me know. Drop me a note on Instagram, Facebook, shoot it in my email, shoot it on this post. And I'd love to chat with you about coming on and sharing what you're working on. So with that, have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you next time.